Hi, welcome. I have refilmed this video for over 5 times and I think I'm getting really good at this. Yeah, I'm just hearing myself. Hope you're excited to see my inventory, starting with primers. So this is all the primers I have had. The count for the primer is the same throughout the year. There was nothing in, nothing out. I have the L'Oreal face cream, but it can be acted as a face primer. 2 of the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. A sampler from Laura Mercier. This is the illuminator from Peter Thomas Roth. Technically, you can use this one for many different ways, but I think I will just be mainly using it as a primer or mixing it with my foundation. And this one from First Aid Beauty. Those primers has been in my stash. I haven't really used them, and these 4 are not yet opened. Moving on to this green corrector from Makeup Forever. A sampler from Guerlain. This is like a serum type of primer. I'm trying to use this one up just to get it out of my collection. Hourglass Mineral Primer. Too Faced Hanover, and I've used quite a bit of this. Backlight Priming Filter from Becca. Lastly, I have the Sephora Ultra Smoothing Primer. So that means 12 is my inventory count for primer, which I think is slightly high, but it's still in my comfort zone because I have different type of primers, and I'm quite excited to see how the number will change because there's quite a few that I'm really trying to work it out in my collection, like this one, this one, this one, and also this one is getting below the half mark. So this is all the foundations I currently have in my collection. For foundation, there was 1 in and 1 out, so the count stays the same, which is 5. I did use up one foundation earlier this year. It's a Fade Me foundation from Maybelline. I also purchased this one from L'Oreal during the summer. It's their 24-hour fresh wear, and it has been sitting in my stash unopened. And next I have this Burt's Bees Goddess Glow. I had this one for a while, but I only started using it this year. It's a slight drier formula, so it's perfect, especially in the summer. I use this one a lot. And I did use up about a third of the bottle. Next I have this one from Kamala Kwan. This one, I didn't use this a lot in the past 2 years. Because with what happened in the past years, I didn't go out a lot. My skin is definitely a lot paler now than before. And I can't wait when I'm going to be able to use it again. This is the Health Mix Serum Foundation from Bourjois. I'm actually almost done with this foundation, which is sad because I really enjoy this foundation. I'm somewhere, the mark is somewhere here. But I figured I can't hold on to it forever and I have to use it up. Last one from L'Oreal. My plan is actually to use this one as a bronzer, perhaps a bronzer only, but I'm still going to include it in my foundation bowl. Yeah, 5 is my count for foundation. 5 is wonderful and shocking because I love foundation. Foundation is definitely one of my favorite makeup to buy, so I'm quite proud. Moving on to concealers. This is all the concealers that I currently have. As of the start of the year, I had 7. I used up one waterproof concealer from Lancome just about 2-3 months ago, and these 2 from Maybelline and Elf. Those 2 are new, and they're unopened. Then I have 2 stick concealers, one from Revlon and one from Bobbi Brown, and also 2 powder concealers from Everyday Minerals. This is actually a green corrector. These 2 products has been in my collection for a long time. I didn't use them quite a lot, not because I don't like them. I actually really like them, but it's because of the applicator. It comes in a roller ball, so I found it a little bit hard to apply it. If I just roll it on my skin, it kind of distributes the product very patchy. You can see. And if I use a brush to pick up the product, it can get tricky too because you just never get enough. I think what I'll end up doing is depositing this into a container. I sure will enjoy them that way much better. Then I have this one from Maybelline that I'm currently trying to use it up. For my inventory counts, I will include sample because why not? They take time to use. This one from It Cosmetics, their Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. I have to say is truly full coverage. It takes very little to do the job, so this little bag might last me for a while. I will either use it up or I will decide to let it go. So in the beginning of the year, I had 7 concealers. I used up 1. I bought 2, which means my updated count for concealer is 8. For foundation and compact, this is what I have. In the beginning of the year, I had these 3, and I purchased this one during the summer together with the foundation, and it's been in my stash unopened. Yeah, I do try my best to not open my product if I know I won't be using them regularly and if I can resist to not open them. Then I have this one from NYX, is actually almost gone, so this won't be here for long. And this one from Stila, this is the Perfectly Poreless Patty Perfector. This one I have had it for a while. Clearly I don't really follow shelf life. The best way for me to summarize my thoughts on shelf life is they work like a cheat sheet. They have the information, but you will still be the one responsible to figure out the answers, as in when your product expires on you. But this one we're just caught in a wrong time. Similarly with the Kevin Kwan foundation, this foundation has not been a good match for me in the past 2 years, so I didn't use it a lot. And I'll see what's gonna happen with this product, because since I moved my getting ready area to my bathroom, I think the humidity and everything is not been doing this product a favor. I'm starting to notice a little bit smell on this product, and I still want to try to make my effort to use as much as I can before it truly gone bad on me. So we'll see about that one. This one from Chanel, I have had it for a while. The shade was a little bit lighter for me before. That's why I didn't use it a lot. But now it's matching me very well, and I'm very glad I can enjoy it more often. That means my count for this category changed from 3 to 4, which is still amazing. This is what I have for powders, pressed or loose. Wait, I'm actually missing one. My count for this category stays the same. I have this is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This is the one that's supposed to give you a cooling sensation, and I heard that might not happen if the product is expired, but I haven't tried it yet. So I'll see when I actually use this. Then I have this mineral one from Bare Minerals. This too has just been in my stash unopened. This is the translucent pressed powder from Bare Minerals. This I have, ooh, it's shattered from the multiple times of trying to refilm this video, so I have to press that one back. Okay. This is a Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder that I depotted. The Burst Beast mattifying powder. Then I have this 5 loose setting powder from Everyday Minerals. Those may be one of the products that has been in my collection for the longest time, if not the longest. I guess I just don't use powder that often. I really try to use them this year. And I notice almost every time I have a hard time to decide which one to use. Although they're all different colors and finishes. This one's like the banana powder, which is fine. And these 4, they all have colors. Even looking at it makes me, yeah, I definitely don't need all 5 of them. I think I'm gonna let this one go because it has a pink hue, and I just don't think it looks very flattering on my skin tone. So I'm gonna say bye to this. So that leaves me 9 powders. Actually 9 powder singles. I do have another powder in the face palette. Cream bronzers. Are we ready? I have my one and only. It's actually almost gone, but I thought it's fun and satisfying to showcase it in this video. This is the cream bronzer from Sony Kashik. I have had this one for so long, but the formula has been very stable, and this one will surely be gone for the next update. I just thought it's fun to showcase it. So yeah, my one and only cream bronzer for this category. I thought about how to do the inventory count for blush, highlighter, and bronzers, because some of them comes in a palette and some of them comes in a duo like this one. So I've been thinking how to not cross-reference them. I have decided for as long as I'm able to take the pen out to depot it from the palette, I will count it as one item. So for this duo, I would actually count it as 2 items because I can depot it. But for this one, I can't take it out just because it's a baked formula. That's when I will count these 5 pens as one item. I think that's how I will do my inventory count for my highlighters, blush, bronzer, perhaps even eyeshadow. Okay, now we're moving on to my single bronzer contours. This has stayed the same throughout the year. Nothing new and nothing out. 2 from Too Faced. This one has the chocolate soleil. My toddler made a dip here last night. 2 Nars Laguna. A loose bronzer from Too Faced. The Balm Bahama Mama. And this 4 is from Anastasia, their contour kit. This one is from Bare Minerals that has not been used. So that's a count of 11 for single bronzer and contour. Okay, blush singles. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with this category, although I haven't purchased anything new. Yeah? You wanna play with that one? I love you. Blushes is one of those items that you bring into your collection and it's just gonna stay. Especially for me, blush is not my favorite. I don't feel the need to reach out for blushes every time I wear makeup. I'm actually gonna start with this 2 from the Balm that I depotted from the Rockstar palette. This 2 has gone bad, so I'm gonna say bye bye to this 2. This one, this is a lip and cheek pencil from Nude Stick. I'm including it in my blush because this color is really muted for me to enjoy it on my lips. Similarly with this one, it's also a lip and cheek creamy oil from Josie Mira, but I would only wear this on my cheeks. The only thing is I don't use it very often, so every time when I use it, I have to give it a really good shake. And the rest is all powders. We have this 2 from Too Faced, this 3 from Becca, 1 from Maybelline, one from Tarte that I got from the Sephora birthday gift. Then I have 4 from Lancome that was gifted with purchase. These 2 are actually the same color. This one, I don't know if I can show you. This is actually the blush that I wear a lot and actually enjoy wearing. So that is why I hold on to this one in my stash, because in the case if I ever hit pan on this one, I still have a backup. And then I have this one from the brand Pure. These 2 are from the Balm. This is the Frat Boy. This is the blush I departed from the Rockstar palette, where those 2 cream came from. This one is a little bit interesting. I don't know if you can see it. I think so. On that palette, they gave it a different name. They did clarify this is just the same as the Frat Boy, like they're the same product. But I really don't think they are, because this one just looks a little bit more coral to me, and this one looks a little bit more muted. They also swatch differently. So that's the Frat Boy, and that's the Do You Wanna Me. I can see it from my screen here that this one is a little bit pink, this one is a little bit coral. So yeah, that's that. And then I have the famous NARS Orgasm. I have intentionally tried to use this one a lot this year, mainly because there was so much blush toned eyeshadow in the market. I didn't really want to make any new purchase in that color story, because I don't know how much I will really enjoy them. So I thought I'll just use my blush, which I actually really enjoyed using this as an eyeshadow. You can see I have a really awkward pan there. It is awkward because when I was depotting this item a couple years ago, I stopped the pen, then I repressed it. And because I repressed it, it was a little bit looser. So every time when I use this, when I dig in with my brush, it pick up more product from this area. That's why I have this. It still indicates that I use this product a lot, which I'm very proud of. So with letting this two go, I'm left with 17 blushes. Okay, now highlighters. This is good. I thought I had a lot more highlighters. Because of that expectation, this looks a lot more manageable. So 2 from Becca. The Balm Luminizer. And this one is also from the Balm that I departed from the Rockstar palette. I think this one is called Disco something. Then I have this light bulb from the Benefit. This is the highlighter from the Anastasia Contour Kit. It's in the shade 10K. Essence Pure Nude, a liquid highlighter from Josemira, and a pink highlighter from Lancome. So my inventory count for highlighters is 9, which I'm very comfortable with. For the face palette, I only have 2. This MAC highlighter and bronzer duo. The highlighter is shattered on me. I keep this one in my everyday drawer because sometimes I like to multitask with it, using it as a highlighter, bronzer, and eyeshadow. And this one is the holiday palette from Hourglass last year. So far, I'm not so crazy about it for the price tag I paid, but I will use it and enjoy it since I have it. Alright, last category is setting spray or face mist. I have this for and has been this for 2 of the Urban Decay all-nighters that I really enjoy. The Grape Water by Caudalie, a very old and almost damp Max Fix Plus. So yeah, nothing much to say about this category. So that was all for my face makeup. Here's just a quick recap for us to get to the total. I hope this video was fun and enjoyable for you. Definitely subscribe and give me a thumbs up if it was. A little click by your fingertips can really help my channel in the biggest way. Also, for fun, how manageable do you think this collection is? Comment down below with your opinion. It'll be very interesting to see how our point of view can differ. And last, I really appreciate you being here. I wish you always enjoy yourself at whatever you do, and I hope to see you again. Bye!